Okay, depending how the triangle is drawn, Corona, do not memorize its placement by the way the triangle is drawn. So, look, here's my 90-degree angle. The side opposite is a hypotenuse. That's my hypotenuse, that's my rad 2. My legs are 1, 1. Your legs create the 90 degrees, 1, 1. Side opposite the 90 is rad 2, your hypotenuse. Here, my 90 degrees, the side opposite is my hypotenuse, there's my rad 2, my legs are 1, 1. Here's my 90 degrees. These are the sides, the legs, so 1, 1. Opposite the 90 is the hypotenuse, there's my rad 2. Regardless of how the triangle is drawn, you must be able to label a leg from a hypotenuse. Your legs are the sides that create the 90 degrees, right? Or the sides of the angle. The side opposite the 90 that doesn't touch the hypotenuse, it's also your longest side, that's your rad 2. Yes? Okay. So, number 1 from the worksheet. I know there's a lot, but it's over several days. All right, here we go. If you're going to solve it slowly, like a textbook, perfectly, then this is what we're going to do. You guys are going to you're going to solve it using the statement of proportionality, similarity. Okay, so look. Here's my original triangle. It's a 45, 90, so obviously this angle's 45 degrees, not 90, 45, 45, 90. I'm going to draw my reference triangle so you guys can see matchy-matchy. Okay, if this is 45 and this is 45, these two are my legs and this is my hypotenuse. Yeah? So just visually we're setting it up to coincide with each other, right? So that left, left, right, right, bottom, bottom, right? Matches, 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 right? Okay. You're now going to set up your statement of proportionality. You want your variables on top. So see how this is y, x, y, x, 3, and this is 1, 1, rad 2. This one's going to be your bottom numbers. This one's going to be your top. Okay, so I'm going to go mu over reference. Remember, these are my reference triangles. So 45, 45, 90 is a reference triangle. It's your right triangle, right? This is the mu triangle because these are what I'm solving for, right? These are the ones on your worksheet. So I'm going to label. Right? Okay, y, and it doesn't matter the order, you guys, so let me set it up, and we like colors. And now I'm going to write the bottom, 1, 1, rad 2, right? Green, pink, blue, yes? Okay, there's my statement of proportionality. All right, which of the 3 ratios is your scale factor? Yes, Caitlin? 3/1. This is your most important ratio, right? Because it's the one with 2 numbers on the sides, right? This is variable number, 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 that wins. This is your scale factor. So if I want to solve for x, y/1 is equal to 3/1, and if I want to solve for x, x over rad 2 is equal to 3/1. And all you do then is a cross product property and you solve. Remember, I'm going to do this problem over again. It's going to be quite a long video, but hopefully it doesn't glitch and shut me out. Okay, so if I cross product, isn't it just y is 3? Could you guys see just from looking at it? Yeah. Yeah, okay. So here, y is 3. What about x? Your calculator will do everything for you. You just have to know how to put it into the calculator. Cross product property, multiply. What is x, right? Because 1 times x is just x, right? So I just kind of left it alone. What is 3 times rad 2? 3 rad 2. It is not rad 6. It is not 6. 3 is an integer. 2 is a radicand, meaning it's inside of a radical. They're not the same type of number. So you just put them together. And then even your calculator knows it. So what's 3 times rad 2? What is 3 times rad 2? 3 rad 2. So your calculator knows it. That's your answer. You're done. You found it. Find the missing side links. You have it. Okay, but now I'm going to restart it, and I'm going to do it over again. So what happens if you get it, and you're like, that's a lot of work. I don't want to do all of that. Is there another option for me? And by the way, if you guys were to Google reference triangles, 45, 45, 90, reference right triangle, you're going to see a lot of different ways. Like, I kind of will show you 3 of them. I always show you the correct textbook manner, which is it's essentially a similarity. So I show you guys a statement of proportionality because that always works. I'll show you a shortcut. I'll kind of show you guys like another one, but other than that, I don't go more than that. You're kind of looking at confusing students if you start teaching too many. So if somebody happens to help you at home, or your cousin, and they show you, and you're like, oh, I totally like this. I get this better. I get it. Perfect. Go with it. All you're talking about are multiples, and essentially you're grabbing a scale factor. So there's a lot of different ways you can see on Google or Khan Academy. Go with whatever works for you, but I only really teach 2 of them. I might show a 3rd one, but it's not the one that's like the one you guys most like. Usually the first 2 are the ones where you gravitate to it, okay? Okay, redo it. All right, here we go. So what if you're like, I kind of like this and I get it, but that's a lot of writing and I don't want to write as much. Is there something I can do a bit more efficiently? Okay, so let's be a bit more efficient. So let's move it out of the way. You have to know your reference triangle. If it's a 45, 45, 90, why are you on your Chromebook? This doesn't require a Chromebook. Off the phones. Okay, look, if that's a 45, 45, 90, this is right now. What I like to do is when I write my numbers, I try and write them underneath. Because see how we made a proportion? So I try to write it below it so that you're kind of building your statement of proportionality in the triangle. So rad 2, 1, 1. So what if you just, instead of drawing another triangle, why don't you just label on top of the original one that's given? Okay, which side has 2 numbers? Which one's your scale factor? Yeah, the 3, 1. This is your scale factor right here. Your scale factor, now here I do kind of have to write a bit. Some of you might do it in your head. Your scale factor is nu over reference. So that is 3 over 1. So my scale factor is 3, correct? Yes? Okay. How do you find your unknowns? If you're going to solve for x and you're going to solve for y, you take your reference and you multiply it times your scale factor. Basically, red times that box scale factor. So, if I'm looking for x, what is rad 2 times 3? Oh, if that throws you off, do this instead. I just realized, I don't want you guys to take an x there. All right, sorry if that throws you off. And then what is 1 times 3? What's rad 2 times 3? 3 rad 2. What is red times 3? 3. That's it. So once you label the reference on the given triangle, find your scale factor, make your ratio, clean it up. It's 3. So if I want to find out what y is, what's my scale factor times my reference? 1 times 3 is 3. What is rad 2 times 3? 3 rad 2. That's it. So, super efficient, really good. Like tomorrow, I'll show you another one, or I'll kind of wait. Usually one of you will mention it. Like, you're like, oh, I kind of like this. Can I use this? Absolutely. And then I'll show you. And then that's it. I'll show 3 ways and no more because I don't want to keep you guys. Yeah? Okay, so let me stop this video because it's really, really long. And then we'll go into number 2. Okay?